Hello, welcome to my HETALOID tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make a HETALOID. Okay, so what is a HETALOID? Basically, it's an UTAU bank made from a Hetalia character's voice. And if you don't know what UTAU is, well, you're watching the wrong video. But distribution of HETALOID banks is not allowed, since you didn't obtain permission from the seiyuu, or voice actor, of the characters. The only way to get one is to make your own, and that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. But first, you'll need a few things. A Hetalia character song, preferably a slow one with solid, clear vocals. And an identical instrumental for that same song. They do have them. You should be able to find them on YouTube or TUMBLR. A little program called Otago. This is a program used for making a cappellas. I've linked it in the description. Audacity, which you should know what it is, and I've linked it in the description as well. A basic CV Reclist, which I've supplied below. UTAU, obviously, and a decent amount of patience. While you can get a bank done in about 1 to 2 hours, it is tedious, so be warned. Step 1. Making the a cappella. So once you've got your instrumental and your song downloaded, you're going to want to open up Audacity. You're going to want to import both your song, your main song that has all the vocals in it, and your instrumental. You should be able to find these YouTube, Tumblr, and anywhere. Because believe it or not, they do actually have instrumentals for a lot of the songs. So you want to zoom in really close. You want to basically what you're trying to do here is line them up perfectly. See, sometimes they don't look identical. It can be kind of hard. But if you look really closely at something like this part here, these look really close. Do you want to do this? Is you want to move this here. We're trying to line up these two right here. And basically, yeah, we did it. That's all it takes. And basically, you want to export each of these. You want to kind of close this one right for temporarily. And this is the main one. So you just want to export audio and export that as a WAV file because it only reads WAV files. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it. Do that the same for the other one, and you're basically done that part. Just line them up perfectly, and that's all you have to do. Now, open up Otago. Otago is this program that if you put in a song and an instrumental, it'll give you an a cappella. So basically what you want to do, in the first slot, you want the regular song. I'm using Fragrance of Early Summer, Japan's character song. And I'm going to put the instrumental in the second slot. And in the third slot, just basically that's where you're saving it. So I'm going to save it just a cappella. I'm not going to actually render it this time because I've already done that. Now, before you click this button to do it, take notice of this tool thing here, this tool button. The only thing you don't need to worry about this tab. You don't need to worry about any of that. Just this slider right here. This slider basically is just how much of the instrumental it removes from the song. Sometimes it's good here, like a lot of most of the time, 2.1 is a good place. But for some reason, some songs require a lot more, or sometimes a bit less. This one requires it all the way up, but a lot of the times, if you do put it all the way up, it'll just be quiet. So feel free to experiment. Just do what sounds right for the song. It shouldn't have any noise or background static in it. Okay, now basically just click this button and you're good to go. It'll take a few minutes, but it should render into the folder that you saved it into. I'm just going to close it now because I've already done this. And now we're going to move on to the bank creation. Woo, yay! Step 2, creating the bank. Okay, so this is the fun part. Or fun, maybe for some people. I actually kind of like doing this. But this is the main part of the bank creation. It's a bit tedious, but all you really have to do is comb through the song and find every sample on the rec list. Of course, I always leave out a bunch that I either can't find or have a very similar sounding equivalent, such as the K and G sounds. But don't worry about the order. Just copy and paste every little sound you find onto the track below. And worry about saving it all later. I'm going to show you how I would go about finding and saving the samples to give you a better idea how to do it. So I first listened to the song like so if you listen to even just the first word, you hear this. Now, so like that might not be the best sound, but you know, you gotta work with what you've got when you're making Hetaloid. So you got a ha sound. It's just here, just copy paste that down there. Just like basically just throw them all in a track down there. You got a te sound, or maybe even works as a de sound. Yeah, it works as a te sound. Paste that down there. Got a she sound. When you go through this, you get a lot of stuff, and it's like the tedious part is actually once you've got most of the things, going back and finding those like 5 or 6 that you can't find. That's the annoying part. And you want to listen to the very quick ones because even short notes you can still use. See, we heard a waka. Hear this one. We can use this. Like this, there might be better. And if you find a better sound, you can feel free to replace that one that you already have. So here, have a nice short ka sound. See, oh, we got a key sound. The I sounds are usually very hard to find for some reason. I guess they're just not as commonly used. That one, I'm not sure if that one's long enough though. See, that one's not long enough, so we can't use it. Oh, we got this one though. Got a meh sound. That's a key one though. And like, there's also one tip, is that some of them have very weird sounding consonants. And if the consonants, there are a lot of things you can do to fix it though. Like here. That's a bit too trebly. Like here, we can do this one here. It's a bit like we're like a k sound. It's not a k. So we can do a few things here. We can change the tempo, and we can make that a bit faster. See, that already sounds way better. And if you want to lessen it, equalization is a great thing. I usually go to, if it sounds a bit too sharp, I usually go to treble cut, and that usually makes it much better. See, that makes it sound much softer and more natural. Anyway, that's about as much as I'm going to do. I usually go through the whole song, and I always go through the whole song, like many times, looking for all the stuff. But usually you find most of the things you need when you go through the first time if you're listening. Anyway, let's just pretend that we've got a whole bank here. Basically, that's this. Just if you know how to make an UTAU, which you should know how to make an UTAU before attempting to make a HETALOID. You just save it like you would a regular UTAU. You just save all the samples, leave a little space at the beginning like you would, and then you auto it like normal. The only thing that is kind of weird about the auto is a lot of the time you don't usually have the ga sounds, the da sounds, the pa sounds, the za sounds. Usually you use the closest equivalent because it's much less work, and no one's. So with those, you would in the aliases, you would set the ka sound, for example. You would give it the alias ga. So then, whenever it hit a ga note, you wouldn't have to go and replace all of the G sounds, or all the D sounds, or all the Z sounds. You wouldn't have to go and replace them all. It would just be in the aliases. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I actually have finished the Japan HETALOID, so I'm going to be releasing a cover with him soonish. I don't know. I'm hoping I can make something with my England HETALOID first. And England HETALOID, is he called an Engloid, is a little lacking, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure something out with him. And I need to remake my America ones since I didn't know how to properly make them at that time. Anyway, thank you for watching, and that is basically all. That is all it takes. Bye!